All right, we're at the home of Miss Sadler. Got a nice little home out here in Kerrville. It's in fairly decent shape right now. There's some asbestos shingles on here. They're cracking though, so that's what she wants to have addressed, and definitely likes the Hardie material and product. So that's what we're looking at here. It would be a full tear off, obviously, of the asbestos. There is a tar paper and a kind of like a lap siding or a lap and gap siding beneath. Well, all of a sudden there's got all this traffic as soon as I started making a video. So it's got a flush siding beneath it. So we should be able to use that as a substrate, and that's how I spec'd it, with the understanding that if we get under there and find rot or anything else that we need to resheath, that we're going to address that and we'll deal with that as it comes up. But this is how we spec'd it as of now. On the gable ends, you can see we do have a nice fascia and a drip edge. That's all going to become Hardie. So we'll do a fascia overlay and a drip edge replacement wherever there's existing fascia and drip edge that we see now. Where it's open rafter tails, we're going to keep the open rafter tails. Or security lights that we're going to remove and reinstall as part of the process. The front porch ceiling will be painted. We are not doing anything on the rear porch ceiling per homeowner request. So all the other windows will be trimmed in a 1x4 Hardie. All the head flashing will be installed. We talked about the underlayment with the Tyvek, all the seam tape, all the flashing, all that will be done. We have siding coming down to the ground here, so that flashing, the C-channel flashing is going to be a real important part of this. And we have some, roof line such as this that dies into the sidewall, so the capillary flashing there is going to be real important as well. Again, all these windows will be retrimmed in a Hardie 1x4 of equal diameter, width, and diameter. You can see the open rafter tails here. So again, that's just going to be painted to the new color. She's thinking of going with a little darker brown. Excuse me. All the electrical boxes, everything will be pulled away. We'll side behind that and then reattach. Nothing on, no scope of work here on this rear patio cover. And then we go into the back. Yeah, it's probably going to be easier to look at this here. So you can see above there we do have some gable stuff going on here. The vents, we'll just retrim those like the window, paint the slats. We do have, there were some old electrical tie-ins right here. Those are all going to come off. And then there's 4 other cable feeds that will be covered up, so those no longer need to be there. So that'll happen. All the windows and doors, of course, back here will be retrimmed in the 1x4, and all the siding will be addressed just like all the other. Now we also did include this detached garage. So again, there's a window and a door. The garage door frame will all be wrapped in Hardie plank. We're going to treat the soffit and fascia the same way as the main house. So wherever we have a fascia and drip edge, that will be overlaid with Hardie on the fascia, replaced with the drip edge with a Hardie drip. And again, windows and doors will be retrimmed. Corner trim will become a Hardie 1x4, and this will match the style of the house, which is an 8 1/4 cedar mill select. Dish won't have to be mounted or remounted at all. We'll paint this door the new siding color. And, so here you can see the beadboard soffit. So wherever we have that beadboard soffit, it looks really beautiful. We're just going to go ahead and paint that and give it a nice coat of paint to whatever color choice we decide there. Here's the garage door frame, so that'll all be wrapped in Hardie plank as well. That will be wrapped in Hardie plank as well. Here's another security light. There's a couple more on the back here. And then basically here we have the long stretch open rafter tails. You can see there all the windows and doors will be retrimmed in Hardie plank as we talked about. Here you can see some of the asbestos, this cracking and chipping and everything else, which would all be rectified with the Hardie. And then again, we have the siding coming down to this pretty much the ground level. So we're going to have to create a little bit more of a margin there. And again, that C-channel flashing is going to be super important so we don't have exposure to the substrate. But again, same process, same scope of work as we already talked about. This electrical can go. This was a charging station, and we don't need that anymore there. GFI there will stay there, but this big box here will be taken off. That's pretty much our scope of work. So again, Ms. Sadler, we really appreciate you having me out today. Enjoyed meeting you, and we look forward to working for you. Thanks so much.